In this particular passage from the Healing Wisdom of Africa, Malidoma Patrice Somé talks about personal rituals. In the West, more than anywhere else, the lack of community has increased the need for personal rituals. Personal rituals are generally done to keep oneself in harmony with the surrounding world. Personal rituals are for the most part maintenance rituals. In them, one cultivates and maintains an awareness of an affinity with the spirit world in the form of an ancestor or in some physical spirit, such as a bird or other animals, to heal one's connection with the ancestors and to heal the ancestors themselves. Rituals to commune with spirit allies that are waiting to become more active in our lives, and basic self-maintenance rituals. My younger sister provides an example of being moved to do personal rituals on behalf of ancestors and spirit allies. She used to tell me about dreams of an almost unbelievable nature filled with trees dripping with fruits. I thought she was compensating in her dreams for the scarcity of rain and the ongoing drought plaguing the tribal lands. But she told the dreams with such an insistence that in the end, I had to accept the plain reality of her dream world. She would wake up in the middle of the night, forced out of her sleep by a loud noise, to find herself in a golden place crowded with shining people moving from one place to another without having to move their legs. These small golden people were mostly friendly. They had a message for her having to do with the ritual. One of them held a bright white chicken in one hand and had 3 fingers outstretched. Another one held a white piece of cloth and a golden crown. A third one sat near the family shrine with a clay pot full of water. After being shown all these ritual objects, she would watch our maternal aunt, who had been dead for nearly 20 years, walk into the room laden with expensive costumes and jewelry. My sister says she would try to get up and get away from our aunt because she knew she was dead, but she could not. And as if the spirit knew her fear and desire to flee, our aunt would smile at her and stretch her hand out to her in a maternal way. But as she stretched out to grab the loving hand, everything would disappear with a loud noise. The next voice she would hear would be her father-in-law, asking her what was happening. As she began to answer him, she would realize that no one but she had seen what had taken place. Eventually, my sister learned that certain spirit allies had befriended her the moment she was born and were following her. In her dream, they were trying to tell her what ritual she should do in order for her life to change for the good. Although it took her a few years to understand what she had been asked to do, she finally became aware of these spirits in her day-to-day life. Each time she calls on them now, they respond. She's the only one that can hear them, and she can ask them anything, and they will answer. To maintain and feed the connection to these spirits that have personally befriended her requires a dedicated and ongoing ritual practice by my sister. This is an example of personal rituals involving ancestors and spirit allies. To be continued in the next episode. Thank you for listening.